right. Test 1, 2, 3. I think everything's working correctly. So, welcome back everybody to the second edition of... I don't have a series name for this. This is just Life is Strange True Colors. We're going to go into episode 2. Last Sunday we finished episode 1. So my goal is to pretty much beat an episode per week. Granted, I won't be able to... Well, I'm still going to stream next week. It's just going to be at a different time. I have something at this time next week, so I'll have to push it back until a little bit later. But without further ado, let's go ahead and jump in. I'm very excited to see what happens. I'm pretty sure there's going to be a recap, so I'm not going to recap unless they force me to. I'm just going to hit the continue button. Enough dilly-dallying. Lanterns.
I'm not big on speeches.
Oh, man.
I've always believed that the role of the bartender is to shut up and listen. And by that measure, Gabe was the worst bartender I've ever known.
I never issued a speeding ticket to someone on a bicycle before, till he came along.
He cared so much about my admissions essay. Even though he probably couldn't spell admissions or essay. He booked my band to play the Lantern. All the way from Seattle to pretty much right where I'm standing.
I can recall 14 specific instances where Gabe said something that made me laugh. The first was 2 years ago. So, long story short, instead of a ticket, I ended up buying him a beer.
Gabe stood like 3 feet away, grinning like a doofus at us. I'm sure there were more people, but I only remember him.
And then he said, I know! That's why the K is silent.
I'm not gonna lie, this one
And the fifth time,
kind of came out the gate.
He cared
Hitting me
about
hard.
everyone.
he was the kind of guy you wanted to be around. He was a world-class bullshitter.
He was my best friend.
All I want to say about Gabe is he came into this bar as a stranger, but he left it as family. Guess that's that then. What happened to Gabe was a senseless, tragic accident. And I just wish
It
that...
wasn't an accident.
Son, now is not the time.
Gabe called the mine. I gave him my sat phone to be sure he could get through. They fucked up. And now
It was a dude in the corner.
Gabe's dead.
That was my shift. If anyone had called, it would have gone through me. Nobody called.
You're lying. In front of Gabe's own fucking sister. Alex heard the whole thing.
Who's right?
He's right. I was there when Gabe made the call.
I'd like to hear what you have to say about that, Mac.
I'm not saying anything. Just, I didn't get a call. Draw your own conclusions.
All right, folks. This is an ongoing investigation.
How about we review the sequence of events?
Son,
When I saw you at the record store, you seemed pretty eager to find Gabe. Remember why? Another fight with Riley, maybe?
No, I don't have to take this.
Just saying. Pretty wild that you come stumbling out of Gabe's apartment with your face all fucked up.
Ryan.
And just a couple hours later, you just so happened to miss the call that would have saved his life.
Look, I told you there was no call to miss. Hey, maybe the call got dropped. Or shit, I mean, it's not like Gabe was Mr. Reliable all the time.
Watch your mouth, Mac.
Ryan, that's enough. Now, I'm just as eager as you to understand all this, son, but there was a time...
Bullshit, Dad. This little weasel's calling Gabe a liar at his own fucking wake.
No, I am just telling you.
Mac, I swear, if you say there was no call one more fucking time...
Stop it! Stop it now! This is not the time or place. We're all here for Gabe. Okay, Ryan?
Sure. I'm sorry. It's not... I'm just trying...
So I don't know if Gabe made the call or not. I just kind of assume, because he did mention it.
I'm not the one who killed him.
Aren't you, though?
What the fuck did you just say?
Ryan, back off.
I'm just saying. I thought I heard that you were the one.
You shut the hell up.
No, go ahead. You got something to say, Mac? Let's fucking hear it.
Come on, guys. Don't make me intervene.
All right, fine. As long as we're tossing around accusations, way I hear it, you're the guy who cut the rope. Why not you?
That's it. Wait's over. Everyone, out.
Alex?
It's gotta be Steph.
Hey.
Fuck those guys.
Yeah.
Are you okay?
God, no. I'm a fucking wreck.
It's not your job to keep it together.
Thanks. Do you, it's messy, but do you want to come in?
Sure. You play guitar?
Sort of. It was a gift from Gabe.
Cool. Gabe would try to pop wheelies outside the record store to make me laugh. Never worked. till he wiped out. That was hilarious. Gabe really wanted to do the LARP for Ethan. But by the end of it, he was more jazzed about it than anybody.
Wish I could have seen it.
We took this a year ago. We No way. I can't.
What?
He actually kept it. What a dick. Sorry. I just need a minute.
Yeah, no problem.
What's up, Zelda?
Calm
How you
down,
doing?
Alex. You're fine. You're fine.
We're just getting started on
Whatever
episode
that
2.
bottle made her think of, it really messed her up. I wonder if I could help her the same way I helped Ethan.
Gotcha. I definitely
need
feel
to
that. This
feel her
one
sadness
already hit me in the
figure
feels
out
pretty
how
hard, to be
help her.
perfectly honest, so I definitely get what you're saying.
Love that Gabe was going to be part of a LARP. Would have been fun to see.
Already seen all of these.
One of the happiest memories I have. Thanks, Gabe.
Before I do that, let me look at the bottle.
Foosball champion. Why would that make her so sad?
Please don't spoil anything, at the very least. I don't know what you're going to say, but I'm trying to do this with no spoilers. Okay, it's not that. Oh, if it's something about your day and you want to share it, that's perfectly fine. I understand.
Now
Oh,
I can find
shoot.
out what's real.
I'm going to take a break, and I don't know exactly what's going on, but I hope you said Dad's father, which I can only assume is your grandfather. I hope everything's going okay. Yeah, go ahead. Whatever you want to say. I have been there, and you know every single case is different with cancer, but I'm 100% willing to listen. So
Going on with staff.
What are they called again?
Don't shit on my yard!
I'm sorry. Man. I thought that might be the case, but I didn't want to assume. But I am very sorry about your grandfather. And what do I say here? I had to deal with a loss to cancer almost 2 years ago. It's been about 1 year and 3/4, so I know how rough that disease is and how much it can, like, not only does it mess up that person's body, but just everybody seeing that deterioration and stuff. So, like, my strongest condolences. Lost family members in the past. Lost cat in 2015. Yeah, it's rough. It's rough. It's one of those weird things where, at least my experience, I didn't really have to deal with loss until maybe about a little bit over a decade ago. I lost my first grandfather. And that was like, I'd had a couple people pass here and there on the side, but that was like the first quote unquote big passing. And pretty much since then, there's a little bit of a lull, but now it's almost like, I guess people are kind of grouped into generations. So I've been going through a series of losses for the past, I'd say, 4 or 5 years. So, it's one of those things, and it's sad, it's unfortunate, but it is a part of life. And your cat was 7 in 2015. I've never had a pet of my own per se. We had pet snakes back when I was a child. And we actually sold them before we had to worry about them passing or anything. I know snakes have a pretty big lifespan anyway, but I could only imagine losing a pet. And that's actually a big reason why I don't have a pet, because I already have that kind of built up anxiety about the day that I'm going to have to say goodbye to them. So she was getting old, but we didn't know where she went. Yeah, it's, I don't know. I have very complicated feelings about pets, but I'm glad that you were able to at least have those 7 years with her. So that's something, and overall, I'm pretty sure you're going to say it was worth it. Like, that's the thing about loss. No matter how bad the loss hurts, the time you spent with that person and the memories you spend with that person in the end always kind of outweigh that, or at least in my experience, that's been the case. So ever since I got a dog in 2015, she didn't come back, sadly. But yeah, man.
They're amazing. Their guitars have
I'm sorry about all of that.
Badass.
Dude, give it up. I already booked a bus ticket.
Wait, hear me out. One more game. If I win, you have to stay. If you win, I'll cover the ticket.
You just lost $50.
2008 to 2015. I mean, that's a good period of time. That's almost a decade. But no, I feel you. Playing this game when you're emotional is
Here's
extra
to your
rough.
new job at the station.
Oh, didn't I tell you? I'm not taking it. I move to Denver next week.
You what? Damn it, fucking overpowered blue meteor.
Aww, is your controller broken too?
We're playing until I win.
Then I'll be crashing here tonight.
I didn't realize how close Steph and Gabe were. But this is a very interesting dynamic.
Ladies and gentlemen, presenting your new foosball champion, Gabe Chen.
Oh, you're the worst. Can't believe I have to stay in this stupid town.
I think we both know you could have beat me if you really wanted to. So you're welcome.
Bullshit.
I think I know enough to help her now.
Well, I might have to review some of this stuff. Yeah, it's super sad. I'm gonna actually... So there was a video game. There's the music.
Don't shit on my yard! They're amazing!
I do want to help her, and I want to make sure I know all the facts.
Hear me out. One more game. If I win, you have to stay.
Oh, I can do this multiple times per thing.
Don't shit on my yard! They're amazing!
Okay. I watched the end of episode 1 so many times and never cried at it. Yeah, I don't think I was crying at the end of episode 1. This one, the way this one started with the wake and everything, that hit me personally a little bit. So,
Didn't I tell you? I moved to Denver next week.
let me check this bottle one more time.
Ladies and gentlemen, presenting your new foosball champion, Gabe Chen.
Let's try to help her.
Still can't believe he's gone.
Yep. He's the whole reason I'm still... I'm sorry, Alex. Don't mind me.
Start with the video game.
Want to get a few matches of Dino Racer in? Could be a nice distraction.
No thanks. I just need a minute.
That didn't help.
Drink, music, foosball.
I could put on a record if you like.
Nah, not really in the mood.
Uh-oh.
Maybe something else.
About a drink.
Can I get you a drink or anything?
No thanks. I appreciate the offer, though.
Man, I'm messing this up.
That wasn't right. How about a quick match?
Did Gabe tell you we played?
Had a punch.
Yeah. And he said he kicked your butt.
Was Steph in Life is Strange 1? I didn't put it together that Steph was
I don't really think it's a great
that
time.
Steph.
Fine.
But now you mention it, there was a Steph in Life is Strange 1.
First to 5 points?
If you say so.
Oh gosh.
So, how often did you and Gabe play?
It was one of our favorite games.
You must be pretty good then.
No, no! Okay, LBRD. How do I control...
You were in a band, right?
Yeah.
What'd you play?
Drums.
How long did you play with them?
I'm probably being a dick by winning, but...
Gotcha. Five points. That's game.
Before the storm.
Yep. Big shocker.
Oh, hey, at least you played your best.
It's been a minute since I played Before the Storm, and I only played it once.
I get it. I mean, this is a tough game. Requires skill, timing, and the will to be a champion.
Oh, is that how it is?
Okay. Joking aside, playing this stupid game with you is exactly what I need right now.
You're on.
Yeah.
I'm actually trying this
Oh
time,
god.
so you better focus.
I am focusing.
Good. Wouldn't want you to get distracted or anything.
Certainly not.
Yeah, I definitely like the Max and Chloe relationship the most out of the ones I've played through fully. But Rachel was pretty, like, I didn't really like
Greatest
Rachel
Northwest
too
fan
much
of all time,
in,
go.
oh gosh,
Are you trying to distract me?
the base
Of
game.
course not. Slater Kinney.
But Before the Storm actually made me care about her a little bit. Let's go.
Woo!
Shit.
Oh, that's a win.
I was actually trying that time. Okay, wait. Let's get serious.
One more
more
game?
game. Winner takes title of Ultimate Foosball Champion.
I don't know.
Come on. You know Gabe would be all about us playing like this.
Well, then it's settled.
This is it, for all the marbles.
So many marbles.
Definitely the kind of game you want to focus on, no matter what happens.
Totally.
Oop.
Hey,
Crap.
so are you into girls or what?
Sure.
I'll date anybody, assuming they're my type.
What's your type?
I'll let you know when I meet them.
Did she just give up there? Okay.
Who's what?
No.
What?
I knew it.
How old are you exactly?
Old enough to know better.
Oh my gosh. Why am I stressing out about this foosball so much?
Woo! Foosball champion! Foosball champion!
Goddamn shit, family! Oh!
Good game.
GG, easy.
Thanks, Alex. I'm really glad you talked me into it. It was a lot of fun.
Of course.
So, what are you gonna do now?
What do you mean?
That shit with Mac, he's clearly lying, right?
Well, let me need to learn more.
I'm not sure what Mac's deal is. His story doesn't add up.
Yeah.
I do know that I need to find out exactly what happened that night. For myself and for Gabe.
I've got your back. No matter what.
I'm very confused as to
That means a lot.
what actually went on.
I should head back to work.
Cool.
Because Mac's kind of a piece of trash, but I don't think he would do that, per se.
Bye. I know Gabe made that call. But did Mac really let the blast go off just to get back at him?
Yeah, that's some 4D chess that Mac wouldn't be smart enough to pull off.
See? I can be a person. Hey, Shushu. Thanks for sticking around.
Pretty happy with my clothes.
Fuck. I just got him back. How can he be gone?
What's up, Trunks? How are you doing?
Okay, that did make me feel a little better. I wonder how she's really holding up. So long, depression food.
This game's already made me very sad. I've already had my cry.
Clean
Literally
home, clean
5
mind.
minutes of starting this
Cry,
chapter.
Jacqueline. Cape really meant the world to Steph. One of the happiest memories I have. Thanks, Gabe. One of the happiest memories I have. Thanks, Gabe.
Yeah,
You served him well.
it's pretty sad. Trunks, were you there for the end of episode 1?
Thank God for this thing. We'd never have found Ethan without it.
Essentially what happened was the kid who her brother took in as like kind of like a stepson or whatever, he went up into this mountain thing, and this is a mining town. They were going to like detonate some explosives up there, so everybody panicked, went up to the mountain. He called the detonation people to tell them, hey, can you postpone? And they're like, yeah, we'll postpone it until you find the kid. We find the kid, save the kid, but then the detonation still happens. In the process, her brother died, and this chapter began with his wake. Okay, last thing I remember was the kid's map. So you were pretty much almost there all the way to the end, but yeah, her brother died. Do I leave? Can I go up the stairs?
The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. I thought this was going to be the one. Finally. Despite all the disappointments, I really let myself believe.
Fair enough, Drunks, fair enough.
Completely. I let myself hope, really hope, for the first time in years. Even after I freaked out in front of you and hit you, you didn't push me away. You sat right there and told me that I wasn't broken, that I was special, and I belonged. Then you died. Then I don't know what to believe now. Except you're gone again, and I'm still here. Alone.
This is another beautiful game. Like, Rise of the Tomb Raider was beautiful, but jeez. They do so much with the lighting and just the cinematic shots of everything. I almost don't feel like getting up from this table. What if we just called the game here? No, I completely understood what you meant, man. This chapter is messing me up right now. Like, Jesus. They did a really, really good job actually characterizing the grief you have after somebody passes.
I bet
And just some of
Gabe
the
could
subtle
even make
movements you
golf
do.
fun. This thing's been up here a while. Isn't that Steph's old band?
I pick it up. Yep. All right.
Gabe really loved this place. Gabe was such a dad.
It's a nice place to have a grill, and I like this view. Aside from the, you know, phone pole, aside from that. Yeah, if she likes games where you make choices and, you know, it's a little bit slower paced. But I'm having a blast with this one. I was a little, I don't know. I'm not down on 2. I just didn't think 2 was as good as 1. And Before the Storm, the prequel to 1. This one might be my favorite. Still very early to say that, but from what I've played. Alex, I'm having a small event for your brother tomorrow at 9. I'd love to have you there, but no pressure, okay? You take all the time you need, Jed. Alex, let me know if you need any groceries. I'll cover the cost.
Thanks, Jed.
Alex, I'm so sorry. Apartment's yours for as long as you need. You know where to find me if anything comes up. Man. Yes, it was the guy who showed me his matchbook. And gave it to me. Because he was in juvie and he was smoking there, but he said for whatever reason he couldn't light the last cigarette or last match. And now I'm trying to remember what metaphor that was for. Because he said something very prolific when he gave that to me. He's like, well, can't remember if it was holding on to your past or...
Oh, hey, kid, you don't have to do that.
Too late.
Wanted to apologize for all of us. We're all grieving, but that's no excuse.
Yeah, there was a big
Your
fight at
brother's
the wake.
and you both deserve better than listening to a bunch of fools squabble.
I appreciate it.
I appreciate it. That was pretty rough. Although it's hard to imagine a good version of your dead brother's wake.
No, there's no good version. Just all of us trying to get through it together the best we can. Wasn't the first wake held in this old building. I doubt it'll be the last. Anyway, if there's anything I can do, just let me know.
I need to talk to Mac. I know he's lying. I just don't know why. Any idea where I can find him?
Well, he helps out Eleanor at the flower shop. That'd be the place to start.
Thanks.
I feel like I should warn you, though. You might not get the kind of closure you're looking for. If you get any at all. Just don't pin all your hopes on Mac Loudon.
I get it.
Thanks for looking out for me, but what else am I supposed to do?
I wish I had an answer for you. But if you get a chance before you go all dirty Harry, swing by the dispensary. Charlotte wants to see you. And one more thing. I've been meaning to give you this for the last few days, but I didn't want to disturb you up there. It'll get you through that door and the one upstairs.
Man, this guy is really decent.
This is your home now, for as long as you'd like.
As long as I like. Really?
I don't want to make any assumptions or put any pressure on you about what to do next, but you're always welcome.
Thank you.
Give him hell.
Oh, I haven't even checked my phone.
I have no idea what to even say to him.
I should probably... Alex, I'm so sorry. I should have saved him. I don't know what to say. So, I gave you the basis of what happened, but essentially, they went up on the mountain. They had called the people to cancel the demolition that was supposed to happen that night. They find the kid, but he's across this like ravine, and we have to walk across a log to get to him. We get the kid, bring him across. The way they secured me, like Alex, as she walked across the ravine, was to, I guess, belay her and her brother together, and he was like tied to a rock, and she was tied to him by a rope. And pretty much the second we got the kid across the ravine, the demolition started happening, and her brother gets hit with the rope, and his body is pulling Alex down into like the actual, you know, like rapids and stuff. So Ryan here, he's the National Park Ranger. He has to cut the rope, essentially killing her brother, like confirming he was probably going to die anyway, but he actually made that difficult decision of cutting the rope so Alex wouldn't fall along with him. So that's what he's feeling guilty about right now. Okay. We're going to start from the bottom. What was the last text that he said? I hate... By the way, I invited you to our neighborhood on... It's crazy how just insignificant a last text with somebody can be. And that's like your last... that wasn't their last interaction, but like anytime you pull up that person on their phone, you know, that's going to be the last thing you see. Ducky. Dear Alex, it was very much a pleasure meeting you this evening. I hope you find a welcoming home here in Haven. I very much look forward to our next meeting. Sincerely, Reginald McAllister III. Alex, I'm so sorry. Please let me know if there's anything I can do for you. Morning, Alex. Did you get my notes? I'm holding a small service for Gabe at 9 today if you'd care to join us. No pressure at all. Thanks, Jed. I'll be down soon. Glad to hear it. Alex, I'm so sorry. This is Gabe's girlfriend, fiance, I can't remember which. You don't have to respond, but I just wanted to tell you. Thank you for saving Ethan's life. I'll know what I would do if I lost him. Thank you. I'm sorry. Thank you so much. So the other dynamic on top of everything I've already mentioned, this is Gabe's fiance, girlfriend, whatever. But it was her stepson, I guess her actual son, that went up into the mountains that Gabe was trying to save that night. So kind of I shouldn't even say indirectly, it kind of is that kid's fault that any of this happened. Although we did let Gabe know early that, hey, this kid is thinking about doing this, but he didn't actually talk to the kid about it. So, let's see. Hey, Alex, it's Steph. I'm so sorry. I love Gabe. I can only imagine what you're going through. Please call me if you need anything. Okay. Now, let's go through some of these posts on my block. Somebody has a lost dog. First person to finish gets 10% off the next Silver Dragon purchase. Okay. That is kind of a cool weed logo. As someone who doesn't do any weed, I think that's pretty dope. If you're not 21, this post is... Okay.
Haven has an indie movie theater. Impressive.
Which was the best Living Dead movie? Night, Day, Land, Diary? Let's see. Dawn of the Dead is obviously the best. Official 2-hour warning. Typhon Mining will be detonating charges in 2 hours. If you are marked in danger zone, you must be clearing out now. Call our 24-hour line with any questions and concerns. They disabled the replies. Riley Leith is now single. Oh, this is Mac's girlfriend, who essentially Mac thought Gabe was cheating because he was helping her with her admissions form to, wasn't grad school. I can't remember what it was specifically.
I feel sick.
We here at Typhon Mining were shocked and had saddened to hear about Gabe Chen's death. Such loss of life is tragic and affects our community. I can't wait for them to say it wasn't their fault that we gave a notification. We would like to take this time to assure the community that Typhon remains committed as always to following the strictest safety practices in the industry. Your community is our community, and we will cooperate with any and all law enforcement investigations until this matter. You know what? For a business's response, that isn't the worst. It could have been much worse. I thought they were going to throw Gabe under the bus or be like, just a reminder, we do give out 24-hour notices. In all the darkness that surrounds the death of a loved one, I think it's important to remember the good times. So I want to share one of my favorite memories with Gabe Chen. I just sold him a bouquet, and he admitted that he'd put his foot in his mouth again with his girlfriend and needed to make it up with her. I sent him on his way with some lovely tulips, but 15 minutes later, there he was again. I asked Charlotte if I could have her tulips in exchange for these tulips, so now I'm back. What a guy, practically kept us in business. Yeah. Man. The Gunnison County Sheriff's Department is working hard to serve and protect the citizens of Haven Springs. If you have any questions, concerns, or would like to report a crime or vandalism, you should contact us over the phone, through our website, or by speaking with a deputy. Let's see. Oh my god. Yep. This is... At some point, it had to get not nice, and people were like, oh, who cares? It's his fault. We're having a send-off for Gabe Chen at the Lantern on Wednesday at 9 a.m. All are welcome. That's also a really funny picture. Danger. Cougar in the area. Although he is not a cougar per se. Gabe was the most caring person I've ever met. He never stopped looking for ways to make life better, whether that meant coming to Haven to find his dad, or fighting to get a grill up, all the way up to the stairs of his rooftop. That he was always willing to help anyone who wanted to improve their lives. He probably put more hours into my college interview than I'd... Okay, so she was interviewing for college, and that's what Gabe was helping out with. Very brave of you to play these games. Man, like, I just love these games. They are very just personal and just raw and touching. He was the kind of person you meet once in a lifetime. Goodbye, Gabe. I'll miss you forever. Okay. Oh, shoot. I did forget to look at the journal. So how many pages have we gone through? We did that. Okay, we got 2 pages of this journal. It's so easy for your brain to turn on you. The same part of you that tells stories and makes art and gives the world order and beauty and meaning is the part where nightmares grow. And sometimes those nightmares leak out, seep into the world around you. I can still see Ethan collapsing in on himself at the end of the ravine, so scared that he couldn't move, couldn't breathe. I reached out because I had to reach out. I submitted to his fear because I couldn't think of any other way forward. And it worked. We made it back, and I collapsed on the ground, solid ground. And I kept thinking, this is who you can be if you want to be. Someone who helps people, someone who understands. For a few seconds, everything was so clear. But then the ground wasn't solid anymore, and Gabe was gone. What good am I to anyone if I couldn't stop that? None of it will save me. Ninth Warden wouldn't be afraid. I thought I could hunt the monster. These were all thoughts that the kid had while we were saving him. Thought I could hunt it. Thought I could be brave. Nothing can save you. There's nothing to save. Steph, sorrow. Steph's sadness was born out of love. It wasn't empty. There was a dimension to it, a form and volume of loss that I could step inside. And there I met Gabe, who felt much like my own, only more so. An instigator, a listener, a prodder, a cheerleader, and a brother, basically. It wasn't long, but it was long enough to know exactly what Steph needed. The best piece of my brother I could conjure from her in the thin air for just a moment. So I kicked her butt in foosball and celebrated in the most obnoxious way I could, naturally. It was dumb and goofy and over in a flash, but in that wake was sadness. The sadness was lifted, and Gabe didn't seem quite as gone as before. First Ethan, now Steph. I think I'm finally starting to understand this thing. Gabe was right. It's a gift to connect to someone, to feel what they are feeling, to help them. Just wish he'd been around to tell me earlier. Foosball champion. Don't poop on my yard. I'll be crashing here tonight. Move to Denver. One more game. I want to make this thing right. I don't want to fight. So I'll be crashing here tonight. Don't turn out the lights. Let's talk to Jed. Jed's got to be going through a lot too.
Hopefully, things around here can settle down again.
Yeah, that'd be good. No one could blame me for wanting to drink all my sorrows away. RM and TB. I wonder who they were. Jed definitely has a decorating style. I'd call it steakhouse chic.
All right. guess we're going over to Mac's place because we need some answers. He said he was working the shift where my brother called to
Okay.
tell him not to
Jed
blow up the
said
mountain.
I might find Mac in the flower shop, but I have time to swing by the dispensary if I want. On one hand, there's the open road and the freedom to run away from my problems. On the other, helmet hair.
Was it on the news? No, no one's been fired. Yet. Yes, Mom, I still have a job at Typhon. They still have plans to expand. No, Mom. It would not help for you to call them.
That's sweet. Like, his mom is legitimately concerned about him working for that company after what happened.
I don't know. It's gonna be a vote or something. Oh, the town? Yeah, it's nice. You'd like it.
I wonder how many fish Ducky's caught in this thing.
This water looks incredible. Wow.
Do I even want to stay here without Gabe? In this state I've never been to before. This town I've been in for less than a week.
Yeah, what are the odds of you
Not that
finding
I
your
know where
strange
else I'd
brother
even go.
and him dying
Back to the
less than a week
nothing
later?
waiting for me in Portland. Fuck. I have no idea what comes next. But I'm not leaving here without answers about Gabe. At least I know that.
I wonder if I am dreaming. Everything feels so strange now. Under this old town sky. I wonder if there's still meaning in all the things I'm feeling. Should I say goodbye? Take me back to anything.
I haven't actually had a chance to walk around town, so this is pretty impressive. Also, I did see I got a new text. A year ago, I was ready to ditch this place, to keep moving like I always do. And a year ago, Gabe was the reason I stayed. But even though he's gone now, even though I'm missing him, I still have reasons to stay. Thanks for showing me that, Alex. Even if you do cheat at foosball. I did beat her. Ooh, I destroyed her in foosball. And Mac deleted it. What, Mac, what do you even have to say? Like, of all the posts to comment on, why is it that one that Mac decided to just chime in? I appreciate it, I appreciate it, Larry. I almost said I appreciate it, Lurky, for whatever reason. But I hope you're doing well, and I hope your Sunday afternoon / evening is going pretty good. I'm cooking up a new adventure for Haven. DM me if you want to get involved. You do.
The park looks fun to explore.
Yeah, we might as well take our time.
I used to babysit Ethan when he was little. This whole thing is so horrible. Did you see him over by the water? Yeah, he looked rough. I didn't talk to him. I wasn't really sure what to say. There's literally nothing I can do for Ethan. I feel so useless.
I've been there.
Oh, that's rough.
Where are you hiding? Oh, sorry.
You're fine. Feels so weird to be preparing for a celebration. Sorry about leveling all your mountains. Here's a bench.
Not wrong. Not wrong at all.
I haven't been a bartender long, but I'm pretty sure these are supposed to stay in the bar.
You're writing a novel?
Writer boyfriend.
Since when? I just started. I have no idea what I'm doing. What if I die tomorrow? Just like that guy. What have I done with my life?
I don't have any easy answers for that.
Neither do I.
Until summer. What's the rush?
This is cool. In a Wicker Man sort of way. I don't think this whole town is a pagan cult, but I can't rule it out either.
Kind of a nice fish. I've seen worse fish. Oh boy, Ethan has got to be feeling some stuff. This is the kid that we saved and kind of the impetus for my brother dying.
Everyone needs to stop telling me it's okay. It's not.
Fuck. Losing Gabe's been hard enough for a supposed grown-up like me. But for Ethan... Hey, buddy.
Hey, Alex.
Do you want to talk about it?
I'm fine.
What if I'm not fine?
Okay. Definitely not mine. I'm here for you, whenever you need me.
Everyone needs to stop telling me it's okay. It's not.
This is awful. He was so young.
He must be reading about Gabe. At this point, I wouldn't be surprised if the Spring Festival ends with a ritual sacrifice. That might be our feathered friend.
Wait, where? Ooh, a bird.
I wonder if this is the bird that woman is looking for. Maybe I should let my binocular friend know.
Tough game. I mean, it is emotionally tough.
What if I'm secretly a total prodigy at disc golf, but never had the chance to find out? Probably for the best, honestly.
This game has already made me cry probably more than Dark Souls has,
There's a huge bird over
which is
by
a
the
non-zero
wall.
number.
Seriously? That might be my hawk. Thank you.
Okay. There's a diner.
This location gets all the foot traffic. And word around the water cooler is the mining company is about to expand. More jobs means more customers for you.
What about that accident? Frankly, I'm a little spooked.
Give
If
it time.
Typhon goes under, I'd lose all my business.
It's very unlikely that anything with Typhon will change. They've been the largest employer in Haven for decades.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, I'm sold.
Glad to hear it.
Hope customers here are a lot nicer than in Denver.
Never been to Denver, but I guarantee they're nice here.
It's bullshit. We have a right to know what's happening to our jobs.
You guys don't think anything's really gonna change, right?
It's hard to say.
Probably not. I mean,
Yeah, because
you
they
guys
won't
have
tell us a
money.
damn thing.
I just still can't wrap my head around it. Someone died?
It's a shit situation, but the least they could do is be upfront with us about our job security. Exactly. I just hope the council passes the vote.
So, Typhon, 8 years of my life, and they can't give me back one simple answer about my job?
Typhon doesn't give a shit about anyone.
We should get him a beer sometime.
Might be a good time to check out the dispensary. Jed said Charlotte wants to talk to me.
Do you
Okay, dispensary.
want to do something together next week?
Sure.
Guy friend and gal
I have
friend.
a pottery class Wednesday night. Want to join?
Class? Maybe? Could we get dinner first?
Yeah, I usually grab a bite with Katie. You should come.
Oh, I meant just
Yeah,
the two of us.
Just start slow.
Dude, we hang out all day.
Might be a good time to check out the dispensary. Jed said Charlotte wants to talk to me.
If I tell him I like him, we'll date, and then we'll break up. And then I'll lose my best friend.
I mean, you don't know that.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, man. Can't you take a hint? She's not into you. Let it go.
Oh, I hate this.
Maybe I could
I gotta
help.
walk away.
Wait, hell no. What am I thinking? This is none of my business.
I hate that.
Guess they didn't feel like painting the mine. Might be a good time to check out the dispensary. Jed said Charlotte wants to talk to me.
I know to check the dispensary.
Oh, sorry.
We met briefly. You're Gabe Chen's sister, right?
Alex, yeah.
I don't remember her.
I didn't know him well, but I could tell he had a big heart. I'm so sorry for your loss.
Charlotte? Alex, hey. Jed said you wanted to see me? I
I still don't have a good read
wanted
on
to see how
Charlotte.
you were doing.
Staying busy.
I've been trying to stay busy mostly.
Yeah. Distractions help.
How about you? I can't even imagine what you're going through.
Honestly, I'm really trying to keep it together for Ethan. He's hurting.
He does seem distant.
He practically just lost a father.
He practically just killed his father.
Shutting me
Well,
out. He's never done that before. Not when it mattered.
He's a pretty insightful kid. He knows how much you're hurting, even when you try to hide it from him. Instead of trying to be strong, maybe the best thing you can do is show him that it's okay to hurt.
That's really helpful, Alex. Thank you. I can't get over the feeling that the one person who could help me deal with the aftermath of Gabe's death is Gabe.
Thought she was gonna say
What
it's
is
you,
this?
but
An affidavit from Typhon. If I sign, I'm agreeing not to press charges in exchange for a payment. A big one.
I'm gonna say that's shady.
That's so shady. Why would they be offering you money if they didn't do anything wrong?
Correct.
They say it's an offer of good faith. But you're right. He's dead because of them. And I'd be letting them off.
Are you gonna sign it?
I don't know.
So I do want to pause, and I don't want to be that guy. But we still don't know the full story about the whole Typhon mining thing. And if, one, they never received the call, which we don't know if they received the call or not, or two, it was just something out of their control. I can't really hate on them. Like, I wouldn't say the blood is on their hands if they were like, hey, we're having a mining thing, and then, for whatever reason, just the information just got lost. There's a good chance that that's not the case and they are the bad guys. But just objectively saying they're the bad guys right now, I do not feel comfortable saying it.
I'm trying to put Ethan first, but... What would you do? Do you think it would be a betrayal of Gabe?
I don't think you should sign it. I'm sorry. I know it's hard, but you can't let Typhon buy you off. Gabe made that call, and I'm gonna prove it. I need some time.
Thanks for being honest.
I always like to think, like, objectively,
If they're
or
willing
at least
to
all
pay
the way
Charlotte
through
to keep
things.
quiet, they're definitely hiding something.
I really appreciate you stopping by. Feel free to take a look around if you want.
Wonder what it's like to have I do my drugs out of a glass sculpture type of money. And he did it all with one rusty saw and a bottle of gin. Impressive.
Of course, she's right. But I could really use that money.
We can't give in. No matter how. I'm gonna figure out why Mac's lying. Sweet logo. Bet Charlotte designed it herself. I really love Charlotte's style.
It is nice art, actually. What is that abomination? That could be a Dark Souls boss.
That's a Zemi. In the Dominican, they're said to house the spirits of gods. Mostly, I just like how it looks.
It's really cool. Like, these are my kind of discounts.
Let's look at the local strain list.
When did you start needing a PhD to smoke pot?
Sativa, indica, and hybrids.
Stairway to Haven?
It does seem like a chill place.
Named that one.
I like the couches.
Oh, I believe it.
Let's look at the monthly
Blows my
newsletter.
mind that Charlotte's been running the dispensary this whole time. I couldn't even leave the apartment.
Essentially, she's saying that they're gonna have odd hours because of Gabe's Lost.
Charlotte's
need a chisel
dedication
for?
to her art is so inspiring.
Oh, for the actual art. I was like, why do you need a chisel for
There's
drugs?
nothing quite like a cup of weed on a cold day. These bougie dispensaries are gonna put all the creepy dudes named Gene out of business.
What's up, Silence? How you doing?
Crossed the speed of sound and brought the stream to 3 viewers.
Definitely go for a few of these.
1 second. How you guys doing? How was Final Fantasy VII? Did you finish up or did you do some other stuff today? And let me go ahead and give you the shout out. Also, welcome to anybody coming in. We are playing Life is Strange 2 True Colors. We are currently on episode 2. Currently in a weed shop. We'll be grinding on my own time. But yeah, this is my recently departed brother's girlfriend. And she's looking at an affidavit to, I guess, potentially get a big payout for his death. Yeah. Welcome, everybody. I'm a variety streamer. We play a lot of games here, so we just got done with Final Fantasy VII Remake not too long ago. Right now we're playing Life is Strange, Tomb Raider, and Dark Souls 3. About to do some grinding of my own.
Still need to check the flower shop for Mac.
All right. So, where's the flower shop at?
Man, these overnight shifts really take it out of me. Yeah, my sleep schedule's fucked.
Coffee in the morning, whiskey before bed. Works like a charm.
Yeah, I'm sure that works out really well in the long run.
About the accident? How would I know that? Fuck, now I'm on Diane's shit list.
Thanks, Diane.
Hey? Was Diane part of Typhon? Typhon's the mining company that... Okay, I'm about to say some spoilers for episode 1. Essentially, I just moved to Colorado on my, I guess, what's it called? Not widowed, but like orphan brother's request. He essentially invited me out here. He's dating a girl who already has a son. Her son went up into the Colorado mountains on the night that the Typhon Mining Company was set to detonate some explosives up there because they're trying to do the whole fracking thing where they get oil or whatever natural resource they want. So we're looking for the kid. We find the kid, but in the process, essentially the detonation still goes off even though we called them to say, please don't detonate the mountain right now. And my brother died because of it. So that is, in a nutshell, the story up until now.
Hey, Pike.
Hey. How you holding up?
I'm okay. I'm not going to be a dick and say been better.
I'm okay.
Okay, is good. I think. Hey, I want you to know I meant what I said back there. Gabe was something else. He could bring a smile to my face even on the worst days.
Yeah. That's what everyone's been saying.
And, when you're ready, I still need to get your statement for the investigation.
Not the right time to ask me.
I think I'll be ready soon.
Yeah. No rush.
Okay, we gotta find the flower shop. I don't think the flower shop is too far away from the weed dispensary, so it might be right over here.
Steph asked me to pop by the record store if I had time.
Well, go ahead and go into the record store. Why not? Steph is good people.
Steph asked me to swing by. She's got to be around here somewhere.
Look into Hoodie Guy.
How could Chrissy leave me? After everything we've been through together.
It's hard to beat breakup music, but maybe I can find something around here to cheer him up.
Something to cheer him up.
I can't believe he ordered that record. Fuck.
Breakup music.
Ninth Warden's cool, but not as cool as Thanor.
So the kid we were trying to save on the mountain, he does these comics. And this very well might be one of his. Just need to take a little break, but be right. Cool, man, cool.
Helpful.
Much love for the raid. Oh, it's a cat. I love this cat.
I just want to be friends.
I can't pet it.
Still going.
So do I need to find a record for him?
How could Chrissy leave me? After everything we've been through together.
It's hard to beat breakup music, but maybe I can find something around here to cheer him up. Gabe was hoping I'd get back into playing. Maybe I will.
Gotta be something I can do for this guy. I just don't know what. That's a sick guitar.
I hope we all get to see more adventures of Thanor. I'm glad Gabe convinced her to stay.
Steph is like my #1 homie.
Hey, I'm glad you stopped by. I've only got a sec, but... Have you talked to Ethan at all?
Talked is maybe too strong a word. I tried.
He's taking it really hard. But what you did for me this morning got me thinking. What if Ethan needs something like that too? Something fun and distracting. Something like a LARP.
Are we going LARPing?
Like the one you and Gabe were gonna take him to?
Yeah, but designed just for him.
Oh snap, this is gonna happen. This is a thing. Can we do that?
Can we even pull that off?
It won't be high production value, but it'll still be fun. I need your help though. I want it to be as good as it can be. Ethan gave you one of his comics, right? So, what do you think? Who would the famous monster slayer have the most fun defeating?
Lord of the Underworld. Storm Rider of the Undead. Oh gosh. To be honest, the left looks more like something that the kid would like, so we're gonna go with that.
Storm Rider looks like a worthy opponent. He gets my vote.
All right then. Oh, I gotta get back in there. There's some stuff in my comp book. Be cool if you could check it out. Help me make some calls.
I'll see what I can do.
Hey, Haven listeners. That was Phone Tap with their new single, Elephant in the Room. We've got a sweet block of indie rock coming down the pike, but first, a few announcements.
That is so cool. I need Steph in my life.
Sponsored by Typhon Mining Company. Admission is free this year, so bring your friends, bring your family. Hell, bring your ex. I'm sure it'll be different this time.
Oh, that was a really subtle but really good dig. She said, "Bring your ex," and the mining companies, they're the ones that detonated the thing and killed my brother. So, low key, it's a little bit too soon, but it's also a really, really good subtle jab. Jesus.
Wait, Chrissy? She's a dog?
Man. It's amazing. Let's look at the comic book, I guess. Let me look at this comic again. I don't think that gave us too much of an insight into which of the bad guys to choose earlier, but...
Oh. Looks like Steph wants me to do more than just make some decisions. She wants me to play a bard.
Okay. Fill in your character. Name: I'm a half-elf. I'm a bard. Distortion field or healing serenade. Level 1, health points 10. How did you meet Thanor?
Guess I'm in. Let's start with my name.
I have a friend named Alwyn, so I'm gonna go with that.
How about a throwback to Ethan's old buddy? Ability time. Distortion field sounds fun, but healing serenade could really come in handy.
I think my power more lines up with the healing serenade, just like her ability to read emotions and stuff. So I think that, like, in universe kind of makes sense for her.
Healing serenade it is. How did I meet Thanor?
We'll go with a funny story.
A wolf and an ogre walk into a bar. Oh god. This LARP thing just might work.
It's dope. I'm gonna get a LARP. I'm 1000% that dude that would, like, never LARP and probably low-key judge people for LARPing. But in this, like, video game, heck yes, we're doing it.
Maybe I'll get to hear her play sometime.
Hey, you posted about a lost dog, right? I think they have her over at Todd's Hardware.
Are you serious? Thank you so much. I'll call them right now. Hi, I'm calling about the lost dog. Chrissy? Is she okay? Oh, thank God. Is she there now? Oh, awesome. Yes, thank you so much. Can I pick her up today? No sweat. Take your time. I'll wait. Thanks again.
The town of
Me and
Haven
Chrissy
Springs
owe you
would like to
one.
remind listeners of the upcoming
You bet.
regarding mining in Haven. Further information is available at Town Hall. On these warm spring days, do you ever just want to be buried alive in an avalanche of sweet, delicious ice cream? If your answer is yes, you are super weird. Please stay home. The rest of us can grab a delicious, normal portion frozen treat down at Avalanche Ice Cream, family owned and operated since 1993. Still with us, kind Haven listeners? Good. Your reward is music.
I could just chill with Steph all day, but we got things to do. We got to go to the flower shop. Let's go ahead and confront Mac, the guy I've already punched in the face for coming into my brother's apartment and accusing him of sleeping with his girlfriend, which didn't happen.
Still need to check the flower shop for Mac.
Something happened on my phone. Let's see. I wonder what Steph's working on. Looks cool. I should DM her to find out more. See how I can help. This doesn't happen to have anything to do with your last post, does it? Shoot, if only there was some way to find out. Okay. Nice. Already looked through those. Cool. All right.
I don't get it. Do people just not want ice cream anymore?
I looked over the budget. If we only open 3 days a week, we'll be able to scrape by.
Is that it? Are we always just going to scrape by?
Things will get better. Piratey Peaches is making an actual profit, remember?
Fine. You were right about Piratey Peaches.
Oh, I was right, huh? How do those words taste?
Not like peaches.
We should push the rum. We have to keep up a brave face for Angela. She loves our store so much.
He must be exhausted.
We're losing our business. But it's like everything's a joke to him.
Anyway, I took out a radio ad too. That'll help.
Please say it's not the one you
Oh,
read
this
to
must
me
be
the other
Avalanche.
day. That was so weird.
Avalanche ice cream.
It's not weird, it's fun. Don't you like fun?
Sonny.
So, Alex, to answer your question,
impression.
this is very much like a slice of life type of game. So, imagine Heavy Rain or what was the other one Mimi just played? Beyond Two Souls. So, it's a lot of making choices, having consequences for those choices. This specific game, the basic plot is I'm Alex Chen. She just moved here to Colorado to meet up with her orphan brother who essentially they got separated pretty early on in life, and her brother was looking for her and found her, invited her out here. And a lot of stuff has happened, but the biggest thing that's happened really, and this is a spoiler, so spoilers to anybody who hasn't really been tuning in. Her brother was dating a lady who already had a kid. The kid goes into the Colorado mountains, and there is a mining company that's working this town. This is kind of very similar to Final Fantasy VII in some regards. Mining company is planning to detonate some stuff in the mountain to get some resources. Kids up there just to like explore an adventure. Her brother calls off the explosion. She's like, hey, or he's like, hey, we have a lost kid in the mountains. Please do not blow up this mountain. We find the kid, but sure enough, the second we find the kid, all the detonations go off. Her brother dies, and pretty much right now we're trying to get some answers. I know, Avalanche. But no, it's really interesting. As someone who came from like not really a small town, but I went to a private school, which was a very small insular community. This game has done a really good job of recreating what it feels like to be in a very small community where everybody knows everybody and everybody else is in everybody else's business. But typically speaking, most people care for each other. And the writing is really, really good. Like in a way I wasn't even expecting. If she liked Beyond, I really think she would legitimately just... Like I was saying, Gabby was a big fan of the original Life is Strange. So I think Mimi would probably enjoy the entire series, to be honest.
Eleanor? Oh! Sorry.
No need to apologize. How are you, dear?
Oh.
Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. This game put me in tears within 10 minutes of me starting the stream. Like, they just hit all the right spots just right. I'm adjusting.
Still just trying to adjust, I think.
Give yourself some time. Change is always hard.
Is
Mac here?
Oh, he was helping me not too long ago. I think he just left. Can't have gotten too far.
Got it. Thanks.
We still gotta find this Mac dude.
Now, what was I?
Oh, and my main character, she has a power to pick up on people's emotions. So I got you. They're definitely not for everybody.
I can't leave her like this.
But I am really enjoying this so far. Okay. Let's see. Also, the visuals are incredible. Just lighting and everything. Like, top notch.
Okay. Time to figure out why she's afraid.
She out of money?
All my memories are fading. I feel broken.
Okay. So she does have dementia. Or, not dementia, Alzheimer's? I kind of got that sense earlier, but I wasn't sure.
The doctor said I had more time, but everything is becoming so out of order.
I don't like any of this.
If they know about my condition, they'll make me close this place.
I'll play it if we get it, though. I was really impressed with the Beyond. Yeah, so I don't know if you've played Detroit Become Human. That would probably be more up your alley. That one's a little bit more action adventure-y while still being very narrative based. That one's for the PS4 as well.
If Riley finds out.
Oh, Riley's her daughter.
Find out.
Thank you, dear. I'll get started on it right away. Just come by with the check whenever you're free.
Holy shit.
Oh, man. So this lady's afraid of death. And also her deteriorating state. Super interested by that game. I really got into it.
It's
got
not
to
just
get
that
into
she
it.
forgot what she was doing. She's afraid she's forgetting everything. But how can I help her?
How can you help somebody that's...
The memory is gone.
Who is that girl? I feel broken.
All right, we're almost ready to talk to her again.
The doctor said I had more time.
Okay. How are we gonna help her?
Forget what you were working on?
You could say I'm having a bit of a senior moment.
Well, maybe I can help.
Retrace your steps, focus on something else. How about retrace your steps?
Seems like you have a lot going on.
Yeah, I played it. I haven't played it on stream, but I played it when it came out pretty much.
Oh, I don't want to keep you.
It's no problem. You don't have to keep me. I want to help.
Hey, I want to help.
Yeah, this lady doesn't want anybody to know. And that's her fear right now. So...
Okay. What would Eleanor have done first?
Oh, man. I was not paying attention to order of operations. Let's look at this flower first, maybe?
Did you trim these flowers today?
I don't remember.
Okay. Let's go back. I feel like the register would be last, or at least after you did something else.
Did anything happen with Riley?
You don't have to do this. I'll be all right on my own.
Hey, I'm not going anywhere. Did you maybe call someone?
I can't say for sure.
I'm terrible at these moments. Am I supposed to go to the register first?
You were over here when I came in. Maybe you were counting the drawer.
I would have done that last night.
Okay, what was first? I clicked on... Oh, I forgot about this. Duh, you opened the shop first.
You must have flipped the sign to open.
I always flip it first thing when I come in. And then I open my mail.
Open the mail.
Something must have distracted me.
The phone.
Better. We can do this.
The phone rang. She got distracted by the phone.
Could a phone call have distracted you?
Yes. I got a call first thing in the morning. But I can't think who it was.
Probably
Maybe we
Riley?
can find something to remind you. Could it have been Riley who called?
I think that's right. She called to tell me about a new order. Goodness. What was the order for?
So then we go to the flowers.
Rush order. This must be what Riley came in for. I think that order might have been for these lilies.
And then she was going to check them out. Okay.
Of course. Riley helped me pick them out before she left.
Now we just have to figure out who ordered them.
Let's go to the register because that's the only thing left.
The check for the lilies would be in here, right? That could tell us who bought them.
Should.
Mr. Jedediah Lucan. Huh.
Lucan, isn't that Max? Max last name, I think? Mac is the guy I punched in the face.
That's right. Riley dropped off an order for Jed.
Man.
I knew you'd figure it out.
I couldn't have done it without you. Seriously, Alex. You're a godsend. Jed must be hosting some event. I wonder why he wants lilies, though. They're traditionally for funerals.
God. She doesn't remember.
Wow. My brother died like maybe 2 or 3 days ago. Oh, man. I'll tell her. Somebody has to.
They were for Gabe's wake.
Gabe's wake?
Because she needs help. Like, she needs legitimate help.
Gabe's wake. I missed it. Alex. I'm so sorry.
Hey,
Excuse me.
I don't know if that was the right call or not. She needs to let Riley know.
That sucked. But at least I told her the truth. She's really hurting, but I didn't want to lie to her.
I don't feel great about that. I'm not gonna lie. But it would have been so easy to just walk out the store without doing anything. I don't know. I don't know. At the end of every chapter, there's a screen that shows you like
Eleanor
how
said
everybody
Mac
voted.
is nearby.
So we'll see.
I don't see him here. Maybe at the
I'm pretty sure I
bridge?
did the unpopular thing right then. Anyone have good advice for taming stray cats? Found this cutie in my trash cans, but he's a crazy pants. Oh. That is a big cat. That's not a stray, that's a mountain lion cub. Be very careful. They can be very aggressive when threatened. Try leaving a door open, it may leave on its own. And if he's under my bed, oh no. Oh no. Oh crap. You know, the ironic thing is, I'm asking myself, what was I doing before helping that lady?
How's your progress in Moondrop Ranch? Did you buy...
Alex, I'm so sorry about before. I really did appreciate your help. It just hit me hard. Don't apologize, it's been hard for all of us.
Buy your chicken coop?
No, I couldn't. I spent too much money romancing the lumberjack.
I can't believe you think I would like this game.
Just play it, you'll see.
Only.
Doesn't look like we can go that way. We might be able to talk to this guy, though. Oh, here's Mac.
I'm so fucked.
Can't hide from me forever, Mac.
Before I talk to him, I could have sworn this wall wasn't here, because I kind of vaguely remember walking down there the other day in episode 1. Could be wrong. Anyway, here's Mac. He's the guy who was allegedly supposed to take the call from my brother to have the detonations delayed. And he also hates my brother's guts. So we're kind of figuring out whether he actually didn't receive the call like he said he did, or was this just some vengeance thing against my brother.
Mac.
Alex. Look, it's not a good time.
It's not a good time for anybody.
About what happened to Gabe.
What? Costing me my girlfriend wasn't enough for you?
Bro, I lost my brother.
Now you're gonna accuse me of killing Gabe too?
I get it. He died on your shift and you're freaked, but you have to come clean.
Please. There's nothing I can tell you.
There's got to be something.
Mac, come on. He was my big brother.
I can't.
Something definitely has him scared. Maybe if I could tap into his fear, I could.
I
get
think
to the
he's
truth.
like afraid of the mining company. I think they might be actually blackmailing him.
I just need to find something I could use to push him over the edge.
Everyone's out to get me. Alex, Ryan, even Riley. Fuck!
Even Riley? Did something happen with her?
We're done here.
Do I have to find Riley? Where would Riley be if she's not in the flower shop?
It's that guy's sister. I feel so bad for her.
Getting sick of people feeling bad for me.
Yep, that is something I can relate to.
Sorry about today.
It's not your fault. But I was really looking forward to climbing Teller's Peak.
Where can I find Riley at? Talk to Riley about Max. But where is Riley?
Whenever you're ready for that interview, give me a call.
Yep. Will do.
Normally it's really easy to find people in this game, but I genuinely have no clue where Riley might be right now. I don't think she'd be in the bar. Oh, man. Like, the thing I associate Riley with is the flower shop, but we were just in the flower shop.
Insert epiphany about new beginnings here.
Well, I guess it wouldn't hurt to go back into the flower shop and maybe, just maybe, we can find something.
I think the trails will be closed for a while. Someone died up in the ravine a few days ago.
It's fine.
I really don't have any leads.
Okay, that sucked. But at least I told her the truth. I hope it's good news. She's really hurting, but I didn't want to lie to her.
Heck would Riley be? I'm not thinking hard enough right now. Maybe I might be able to get some more information off of Mac.
I just need to find something I could use to push him over the edge.
We're done here. Everyone's out to get me. Alex, Ryan, even Riley. Fuck!
Well, can't go any further this way.
Get truth from Mac now, Sightsee later.
Liar. I guess if I just go past every single store, she wouldn't be in the record store for sure. Maybe she went back to the bar. I highly doubt it, but it's the only place I can think of. Unless I'm like running past her or something.
Tragically, now isn't the time to check out the rest of Haven.
Come on, Jed's not even here? What the heck? Hunting knife.
I should put something here. It's the least I can do. Gabe Chen, smooth criminal. I wish we'd had more time. They must have been close. Poor Ethan. I hope Ducky didn't finish this by himself. Courtesy of Haven's favorite DJ, I bet.
Now, how do I leave something?
Maybe I can find something upstairs to put on the memory table.
Maybe if we do that, that'll trigger whatever we need to get to Riley.
Wonder what I can find up here to add to Gabe's memory table.
She's gonna be upstairs, but no, she wouldn't be up there.
I could add this to Gabe's table.
The album? That wouldn't be a bad choice.
Not much to toast at the moment. The kind of person who got that worked up over a college essay could be capable of almost anything. Maybe I should put this downstairs.
I think the photo would be nice.
You're coming downstairs.
It's also, I like the clothes she's in, but let's see if we have any more options. I don't know. Black kind of suits the mood of the funeral and the wake, so we're just going to stay with that.
This is perfect for the memory table.
Wait, I can't have both?
You're coming downstairs.
I can only have one. It's gonna be this. And by hitting back right there, I just realized there's a sub-objective I'm missing. Add something to the memory table. So maybe I have to do that before I can trigger Riley. It's a very video game thing, but I wouldn't be surprised.
Glad I have something to add to Gabe's table.
You're not at least gonna, like, put it up on the little kickstand? Now, things to do. Talk to Riley about Mac's fears. That's the last thing. I just gotta figure out where Riley is. Which I am kind of tempted to just look at a guide. I very much hate looking at guides, but for this very specific thing, it is what it is.
I just need to find something I could use to push him over the edge.
If I were Riley, where would I be? It's Ethan. That? No, that's the bird watcher. Huh. Let's see if there's any shops on this side of town that are open. I guess we didn't go down this alleyway. Here's Riley. Okay.
Hey, Riley. Alex. Hey.
Let's talk about Gabe first.
I know you and Gabe were close. How are you doing?
I miss him so much. He was like an older brother to me.
I'm glad he had you.
Thank you, Alex. Really.
Now let's talk about your mom. Your mom is in a bad spot.
You and Eleanor seem close.
She's taken care of me ever since I was little. I never really knew my mom, but she's always been there for me.
So she's also
What does she
orphaned.
think about you going away to school?
She's thrilled. I think she just wants me to end up happy.
Will she be all right without you?
She's a tough cookie, but I do worry about her sometimes. She's getting older. One day I'll have to take care of her.
That day might be today, to be honest.
I know having you work with her in the shop has meant the world.
Yeah. To both of us.
Let's talk about Mac.
That fight Mac had with Gabe over your secret meetings. They were about you applying to college, right?
Yeah. Ever since the first time Mac lost his shit in front of them, Gabe and Charlotte had tried to get me to end things with him. And after all this, I can see that they were right.
Do you think he's telling the truth about the call? That Gabe never made it?
No, it's not that. Sorry. I'm really not ready to talk about it.
We need to talk about it. That's my brother.
Are you sure? Sometimes talking about it can help you sort it all out.
I'm just not there yet.
I gotta run. There's some stuff I need to do.
Okay.
So we did talk with her. I don't think we got any good
I don't
information.
want to push Riley, but I need to know more about Mac. How do I get her to open up?
If he's innocent, why is he acting like this?
Acting like what? Maybe I can get her to tell me. Do you want to talk about Mac?
Yeah, it's been acting weird.
Yeah, I get it. It's just, if he didn't do anything wrong, why is he acting like he has something to hide?
Talking that sense to her.
He asked me to leave Haven with him.
Oh, he's trying to flee?
Right after the wake. He wouldn't tell me why. But he just looked so guilty. I told him no, and that we were done. And now, I'm scared he did something horrible.
Riley, thank you for telling me.
I don't like Mac at all, but I have a feeling there's something
deserve
bigger
the
to this than just him and his grudge against my brother.
I gotta run. There's some stuff I need to do.
Okay.
All right.
We'll talk soon?
Yeah. Whenever you want. Mac trying to skip town is sketchy as shit. I bet I could use that to stoke his fear.
Yep. And this lady's stuck on a trash can.
I should make sure there's nothing else I want to do before I confront Mac.
Nope, we've already done everything.
Everyone's out to get me.
What Riley told me might do it, but I should make sure there isn't anything I still want to do around town first. Okay, let's do this. Your ex-girlfriend told me about your plans to skip town. That's not something innocent people do.
God, it's not. I didn't do anything.
Then why are you trying to leave town?
Fuck off! Leave me alone.
This is just the guilt. Yeah, it's typing is threatening him, obviously.
Fuck. I'll deal with Mac when I get to him. For now, I need to learn everything I can.
Typhon Typhon's always watching. They run this whole town.
So maybe he actually did get the call, but Typhon, like, he
That
probably
feels like everyone's staring at him.
I'm thinking he probably got the call, but Typhon said F it and threw him under the bus.
Everyone thinks I killed him. They all hate me. It's not fair. I didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah. So he's super getting thrown under the bus right now.
It should have been you instead. Alex?
Oh God.
No. What the hell? There are people out there. I told you to call it off.
Okay, so he legitimately did.
I saw the way they looked at me at the wake. They all think I let him die.
I know why you're lying. Typhon's forcing you to deny the call.
What the fuck?
I know you tried to stop it. They fucked up, not you. Stop lying for them.
You don't get it. This wasn't some accident. I told them you were down there, and they detonated anyway.
On purpose? Why?
I don't know. I swear. And then I get a message telling me to deny there was ever a call. You gotta believe me.
I do believe him.
We didn't get along, but I didn't want him dead. And now Typhon's watching me. My girlfriend, she thinks I'm a murderer. My neighbors all hate me. I mean, what the fuck am I supposed to do?
I think I can calm him down, but does he deserve it?
He does deserve, like, this guy is kind of a piece of trash, but not entirely a piece of trash. It's not his fault that any of this happened. He's just kind of a puppet. So.
All right, Mac. Come on. You gotta calm down, okay? Dude, stay with me. I know what it's like to be doubted. To have everyone think the worst of you. But the truth will come out. I'll make sure of it.
But Typhon...
If Typhon comes after you, they're gonna have to get through me too, okay?
Thanks. I actually feel a little better.
Yeah, well, you learn a thing or two hanging out with shrinks your whole life.
We might actually be able to redeem this guy somewhat at the end.
So, what are you gonna do now?
Don't leave Haven. I'm gonna get to the truth. Hey. Yeah, it's... Can we talk? Where are you?
I'm gonna guess that this is Steph.
Okay.
Oh, Ryan. Oh. And this is exactly
You were
where my
right.
brother
About
passed.
Typhon, about Mac.
Alex.
Mac got the call.
How do you know that?
He got the call and he lied about it.
Doesn't matter.
Someone is putting pressure on him to keep quiet. Someone from the mine, and...
It doesn't matter. I keep coming here and playing it back, but it always ends the same.
Ryan.
He's dead. He's really dead, Alex.
So he's just going to be reliving this moment perpetually.
It was my fault. My job is to keep people safe, and I failed.
Save me.
Ryan. I owe you my life.
She's wrong. I let her cross that log. I put Gabe in harm's way. I'm not a hero. I'm a coward. Worse than worthless.
I know what it's like to feel worthless and helpless. But we saved Ethan. And you saved me.
It doesn't matter. Gabe's dead. Because of me. Gabe. I'm so
Gabe would have
sorry.
wanted this. It's either...
Gabe loved you, Ryan. He would forgive you. You know that. You're not alone.
So he was also Gabe's best friend. And he was the person who ended up cutting the rope that essentially he had to let Gabe go so Alex could live.
There's a guy in a gorilla suit? Does he also jump off of the cliff and into the pool?
No, he chases a guy in a banana suit. That guy jumps off the cliff and into the pool.
Okay, I'm sorry. This is a Mexican restaurant?
Nominally. The food is, well, terrible. But it's Gabe's favorite place. I tell you, he's the oldest 12-year-old I know. Can I ask you something?
Of course.
You came up here to tell me that I was right about Mac. About him getting the call. How did you know?
I talked to him. That easy.
There's something you should know about me. And it's gonna be easier to show you than to explain it. This is gonna seem sort of weird at first, then really weird. Do you trust me?
Think of something. I mean, we've had a lot of sad, had a lot of infuriating. Why don't we do something scary?
Okay. Think of something that just scares the shit out of you. Really focus until you feel it. Mac, Typhon, all of it. You're afraid you won't know how to handle it without Gabe.
Never knew anyone so good at getting into and out of trouble. Oh, man, this one time.
Can she also pick up on positive emotions?
Whatever it is you're thinking about right now, don't stop, okay? Keep going.
Okay.
What emotion is this?
Oh, sorry, gotta check my notifications first. Thank you all for your patience over the last few days. Things are still... that's so interesting that they actually implemented a typo. Very up in the air. But we hope to return to regular business hours soon. Stay tuned. Thanks for the update. If you need someone to help out with Ethan or anything else, let me know.
Glad I was able to help, but I think I'll pass on the kisses. We're going to send him off right this time.
I'll meet up at the bridge at 9 p.m. That's probably where the chapter's going to end, if I had to guess. Can I see what time it is now? No. Apparently I missed a My Block. Here we go. We couldn't be more excited to announce that a new face will be joining the community soon. Everyone welcome Jack Stevens, who will be taking over the restaurant next to the park. Okay.
Must be a good memory. I wonder if I can piece it together.
Gabe, Goose.
I see it. It'll move.
It's not moving.
It'll move.
Gabe!
Like a shovel?
How deep you think?
Deeper than that. The Royal Canadian Mounted Police can spot a goose grave at 100 paces.
Oh god, we killed the goose?
The Mounties? Oh, come on, man.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
How long were you gonna let me dig?
I wasn't gonna stop you.
And that is the patch of dirt that they buried the goose under, if I had to guess. A grave, if you will.
That's a lot of blood, huh?
Gabe, this is serious. Killing a Canadian goose is a violation of international law.
Shut up. It is not.
They're Canadian geese, Gabe. Property of the crown.
The crown of...
Property of the crown, Gabe.
What do we do?
So, did you finish burying the goose or not? Okay, also, property of the crown? Really?
So now he's probably starting to freak out.
They are technically protected under the Migratory Bird Treaty Act. How?
Good question.
There's something wrong with the way I process other people's emotions. I see these auras, I guess. And sometimes, if somebody's feeling something big, it sort of infects me. And I start feeling it too.
And that's what you just did with me?
And now you're probably gonna expect me to be kind of crappy about it and try to
There's
exploit me.
Nothing wrong with you. You're a literal wizard.
It's only ever been the bad emotions before, but that was pure joy.
Who else knows?
Nobody.
I've never told anyone until now. And that's how I know Mac's terrified of Typhon. He reported Gabe's call, and they ignored it. Now they're putting pressure on him to toe the line.
Okay, but why?
It's a good question.
I don't know yet. Someone made the decision to let the blast go off. Seems like finding out who would be a good start.
So you're going after Typhon? You'll need help.
You don't have to.
You're stuck with me now. You're welcome, I guess.
Yeah, Thanks. Thank you.
No. Thank you.
I think the last scene is going to be the one on the bridge for the actual proper send-off. So little has happened on this chapter, but so much has also happened. Like, somebody else knows about her powers. We know Typhon was kind of behind my brother's murder, but we don't know exactly why.
This one's for you, Gabe. I miss you.
How do I say I love you the day I let you go? How do I change?
Good. So she still does get to say goodbye, even though she missed the original wake. I kind of hope Mac's there, even though I know everybody hates Mac. Okay, he is here.
This
Good.
place without you.
I didn't speak this morning. I couldn't. Hearing everyone talk about him, about the life he had here with all of you, I lost the chance to have that. But even though I only had one day with him, he changed my life. I said I didn't know if I belonged here. He told me that home isn't something you find. It's something you build.
I won't hold on to this place without you. I will let you fly. I
love you, Gabe.
will say goodbye. How do I say I miss all the ways you made me smile? How do I show you that I'll survive all of these trials?
Interesting that Diana is the only person without a positive 5 right now, so that puts her in my #1 guilty pool. And she's gonna notice it right now, because literally everybody else.
This place without you. I will let you fly.
Alright, so that gives us a pretty good place to start in episode 3.
Goodbye.
So let's look at the world stats. Okay, Alex calmed Mac down from his panic attack. 96% of people did that. Because, honestly, Mac, as much of a goober as he was in episode 1, what he got in episode 2, he just didn't deserve any of that. Like, yeah, he did come into my brother's apartment and try to, like, accuse him of cheating on his girlfriend or whatever, and, you know, all that stuff. He was pretty much a dick the entire episode 1, but he really did try to save my brother's life at the end of the day. So I feel good about that. 66% of people reminded Eleanor about what happened, which surprised me. I thought I was going to be in the minority there. I really thought, like, the merciful thing in a lot of people's eyes would be to just not do it. But if you did that, then there's the potential. Well, what I theorized would happen her daughter, her adoptive daughter, Riley, would have come into the place, and then she would have had to be the one to explain to her what happened, and she would have probably still ended up on the bridge, and then she would have also probably been mad at me for like not telling her. And then 40% of people said they signed the agreement. 61% of people, you know, asked Charlotte not to take the money. 0% Charlotte signed the agreement after Alex didn't. That means literally almost no, like, I'm assuming they're going to round down. So less than 0.5% of people didn't visit her, which is insane if you think about it. Alex enjoyed a quiet moment on the dock. Yep. Alex tidied up the apartment. These are all the smaller stats. They normally have like big choices are on page 1, then 2 and 3 are kind of like extra stuff. A lot of people put nothing on the memory table. A lot of people put the album. I put the photograph. I thought about putting the album, but the photograph just made more sense because it had like both of us sharing a moment. So that was the more... I mean, they're both personal because I was the one that went to the record store to pick up the album that he was waiting on. Alex left a happy face on the dartboard, made a sad face on the dartboard. I didn't see the dartboard. I'm kind of surprised that 50% of people went with Alwyn. I literally just went with Alwyn because I had a friend named Alwyn, or I have a friend named Alwyn. I didn't actually know the backdrop of, I think it's the little plush toy that Alex, or that Gabe had, was named Alwyn. Alex spent a moment in the mountain thinking of Gabe. Yep. Back Ryan's claim. Alex offered Gabe's forgiveness. Yes. I'm pretty much in the majority for most of these. Ryan and Alex shared a hug at the ravine. Yep. Only 37% of people decided to be foosball champion. Maybe I was a dick for not intentionally losing that game, but I can't believe 63% of people let Steph win. Okay. Most people chose Stormwither. I did help the birdwatcher. And I helped find the dog. Okay, cool. Next chapter, main menu. So that is going to do it for us, guys. That was Life is Strange, True Colors, Chapter 2. I'm kind of debating if I'm going to do it next week or not, because I'm not going to be able to hit the same time block that I normally do. So I might just stream something else later in the day. But at the same time, I might just stream True Colors Chapter 3 later next Sunday. We'll see. Either way, just stay tuned. I'll be back on either Tuesday or Wednesday with another stream. Still kind of figuring out what I'm going to do. It's either going to be Rise of the Tomb Raider, we're getting close to the end of that, or we might jump back into Dark Souls. And thank you, Silence, for sticking around and hanging out. I'm going to give you another shout out just in case people missed the original one. But Silence is a good friend of mine from college. Currently is streaming Final Fantasy VII. In fact, I think he finished today. But aside from that, he's another variety streamer. Great guy. His wife also streams, so give him a follow. You might find some other cool people to follow alongside them. And now, let's figure out who we're going to raid. I'm not going to raid anybody playing Elden Ring. I'm just going to say that up front. You lost your chance. My buddy Raider is streaming sports right now. Idyllic Persona is playing Darksiders 2. They're pretty cool. I don't think I've ever rated Idyllic, so I think we're gonna go with that. Although Yuffie's voice actor is streaming right now, but it looks like she's doing some type of signing thing. But I think we're gonna do Idyllic Persona. So if you want, the raid message is as follows: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Your choice. You can do whatever you want. Anyway, we're gonna get this raid in. Thank you guys for hanging out, and I will see you Tuesday or Wednesday. Peace.